When the world thinks of wartime leaders, the image is often that of a seasoned general, a career politician, or someone who has spent decades navigating the corridors of power. But in Ukraine's most desperate hour, its people turned to someone who was, until very recently, known not for political speeches, but for making people laugh. This is the story of Volodymyr Zelensky, the comedian who became a wartime president. Volodymyr Alexandrovich Zelensky was born on January 25, 1978, in Kryvyi Rih, a city in central Ukraine. His parents were academics, his father a professor of computer science, his mother an engineer. From an early age, he showed a strong interest in performance and public speaking. But unlike many politicians, Zelensky didn't study law or political science. Instead, he pursued a career in entertainment. During his university years, he became deeply involved in a comedy competition known as KVN, a popular Soviet and post-Soviet format where teams competed in sketch comedy and improvisation. Zelensky's charisma and sharp wit quickly made him stand out. By the early 2000s, Zelensky co-founded a comedy troupe called Kvartal 95. What started as a small group of performers soon grew into one of Ukraine's most successful production companies. They created TV shows, films, and comedy sketches that resonated with millions of Ukrainians. But the most important project of his career was yet to come, a satirical TV series called Servant of the People. In this show, Zelensky played a humble school teacher who accidentally becomes president of Ukraine after a viral video of his rant against corruption spreads online. The series was a massive hit. For many Ukrainians, it wasn't just entertainment. It was a reflection of their frustrations with the political elite, corruption, and dysfunction that plagued the country. Ironically, the fictional character he portrayed on screen would become the blueprint for his real-life political journey. In 2018, as Ukraine prepared for presidential elections, the country was disillusioned. Corruption scandals, slow reforms, and economic struggles had left the population tired of traditional politicians. Zelensky announced his candidacy on New Year's Eve, and many thought it was a joke. How could a comedian, with no political experience, lead a country at the crossroads of East and West? But the public didn't laugh. Instead, millions saw in Zelensky a chance for real change. His campaign was unconventional. He relied heavily on social media, short videos, and direct communication with ordinary people. He promised to fight corruption, bring transparency, and unite the nation. In April 2019, he won a landslide victory, defeating incumbent President Petro Poroshenko with over 73% of the vote. For the first time in Ukraine's history, the line between entertainment and politics had completely blurred. When Zelensky took office, expectations were sky high. He was seen as a fresh face in politics, a man of the people. His early presidency focused on anti-corruption reforms, improving Ukraine's economy, and negotiating peace in the conflict-ridden eastern regions of Donbass, where Ukrainian forces had been fighting Russian-backed separatists since 2014. But the reality of politics quickly hit hard. Negotiations with Russia stalled, corruption proved deeply rooted and resistant to reform, and international leaders were skeptical of a man with little political experience. Still, Zelensky's charisma and communication skills gave him an advantage. He remained relatable, approachable, and continued to connect with the public in a way few leaders could. Everything changed on February 24, 2022, when Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Suddenly, the comedian-turned-president was faced with the gravest challenge imaginable, leading his nation through war. In those first hours, many expected him to flee Kyiv. Russia's plan relied on a quick collapse of Ukraine's leadership, but Zelensky refused. In a defiant video filmed on the streets of Kyiv, he declared, "I am here. We are not laying down arms. We will defend our country." That short video, shared across the world, instantly transformed Zelensky's image. No longer was he simply the former comedian or TV star. He was now a wartime leader, rallying his people and inspiring global audiences.